Long ago, when kings ruled from great places of wood and thatch, when war drums carried messages farther than any messenger could run, and when elders taught wisdom beneath the shades of mango trees, there lived a warrior whose name was feared across many kingdoms. His name was Chibuka. People said he could fight an entire army alone. People said he commanded the clouds themselves. People said spirits fought beside him. But every legend has a beginning, and every great man has a weakness. The story begins on the day the sky itself seemed to break apart. Thousands of warriors stood upon the battlefield. The earth trembled beneath their feet. Spear flashed beneath the sun. Drums roared like thunder. Above them floated a dark cloud. The warriors of Zingita pointed toward it. "There!" shouted one of them. "The dark cloud? That is where he hides." Hundreds of bows were raised. Hundreds of arrows were prepared. The commander lifted his hand. The battlefield became silent. Then came the order, "Release!" The arrows shot upward like a swarm of angry locusts. For a moment, nothing happened. Then a terrible cry echoed from the heavens. The dark cloud burst apart. A man came falling from the sky. Down! The mighty Chibuka, the warrior of the clouds. As he fell, one thought burned in his mind. The old woman was right. For many years, Arya had warned him. A secret is like a neck. Once it falls, no hand can put it back together. But Chibuka had forgotten, and now he was paying the price. To understand how this greatest warrior in the land came to such an end, we must return to the beginning. In the mighty kingdom of Boguta lived a boy unlike the others. His name was Chibuka. From the day he was born, he was small and weak. While other boys wrestled in the dust, Chibuka struggled to stand his ground. While others threw spears across great distances, his barely reached halfway. Whenever the boys trained to become warriors, Chibuka was left behind. They laughed at him, belittled him. One evening, after watching his son fail again during spear practice, Chibuka's father sat beside him. The old man placed a hand on his shoulder. "My son," he said, "do not lose hope." Then he shared a proverb taught by his ancestors. "The chick that hatches last may still become the eagle of the sky." Chibuka listened, but it was difficult to believe. Everywhere he went, people saw only weakness. Years passed. The boys became warriors. Chibuka became a man. Yet little had changed. Whenever Boguta went to war, Chibuka stayed behind. He cared for cattle. He watched over homes. He protected the wives and children of warriors. Though these tasks were important, nobody respected them. Whenever warriors returned from battle, celebrations filled the village. Stories of bravery echoed through the night. One evening, Chibuka approached a gathering. The warriors were drinking a local brew. One of them stood proudly. "I defeated 5 men in the battle with the Sankara kingdom." The crowd cheered. Another shouted, "I crossed 3 rivers and returned with victory." The crowd cheered even louder. Then they noticed Chibuka. Laughter erupted. "Look, who has arrived? The mighty cow keeper." One of them said, if a rabbit chased him, he would climb a tree. Everyone laughed. Even younger boys laughed. Chibuka smiled to hide his pain, but inside his heart was breaking. An old elder sitting nearby, seeing Chibuka being hurt, he shook his head and he said to them, "Those who laugh at the caterpillar often forget it will become butterfly. The warriors ignored. They continued laughing, but the elder simply watched. For age often sees what youth cannot. That night, Chibuka sat beside a river. The moon reflected upon the water. The sounds of celebrations drifted from the village. He felt completely alone. He thought about ending his life. He thought about disappearing forever. Perhaps everyone was right. Perhaps he truly was worthless. As he stared into the flowing river, he remembered something his mother once said. No matter how long the night lasts, the sun never forgets to rise. The words echoed in his heart. Slowly he stood. I will not die, he said, but I will live. Before sunrise, Chibuka left the kingdom of Bogota. He carried only a walking stick and the pain in his heart. For many days, Chibuka wandered through a vast forest. Tall trees blocked the sunlight, birds sang overhead, strange sounds echoed between the trees. One afternoon, he discovered a small hut. The roof was broken. The walls leaned sideways. Outside sat an old woman. Beside her lay a young boy burning with fever. Without hesitation, Chibuka began helping them. He repaired the roof. He fetched water. He gathered herbs. He hunted food. He cared for the sick child. Days became weeks. Eventually, the child recovered. The old woman smiled. My son, why would a stranger show such kindness? Chibuka replied, my mother taught me that suffering belongs to all people. The old woman nodded. Then she said, the hand that gives water will one day drink from a deeper well. Chibuka did not understand how words, but he soon would. One evening, the old woman revealed her secret. She came from the distant kingdom of Zugura. Her husband had once been the greatest warrior the world has ever seen. Before dying, he left behind powerful knowledge. The old woman led Chibuka into a hidden cave. Inside hung ancient weapons, spears, bows, arrows, shields. Then she produced mysterious herbs. She made a small cut near his lower stomach and placed the herbs beneath Chibuka's skin. Chibuka cried out in pain. What are these for? The old woman smiled. They will allow you to fight from where no enemy can reach. Chibuka laughed. Where is that? The old woman pointed upward. The clouds. The clouds? Chibuka didn't get her. To prove herself, the old woman instructed secretly her grandson to slap Chibuka. The slap angered him. Immediately, he began rising into the air, higher, higher, and higher. Soon he stood among the clouds. The earth below looked tiny. The old woman called his name. Instantly, he descended. Chibuka fell to his knees in shock. The old woman's face became serious. She said, Chibuka, wisdom is wealth that thieves cannot steal. Then she added, but a secret is like an egg. Once broken, it can never be whole again. She looked directly into his eyes. From today onwards, you are becoming a mighty warrior like my late husband. Whenever you press your fingers where I pressed the herbs, then you will ascend to the clouds. Whenever you are angry, you can ascend to the clouds. But never tell anyone how you fight. Not a king, not a friend, not even your wife. Then she spoke one final proverb. The mouth that cannot keep silence invites trouble into the compound. Chibuka promised. Months passed. The old woman trained him not only in fighting, but in wisdom. She often said, the hunter who chases two antelopes returns home hungry. Meaning, a man must focus on one goal. Finally, Chibuka returned to Bogota. Once again, people laughed, but their laughter soon ended. Another war against Zingita had begun. Chibuka asked the king to allow him go with the warriors. The king did not accept. He told him, "You have to do your work even if you have spent many months without us." But Chibuka again in the morning went to the king and asked him. The king accepted, and Chibuka went with the warriors. But on their way, Chibuka was tired. The warriors started laughing at him, but Chibuka persisted, and they reached at the battleground. As the battle raged, Chibuka pressed the place where the herbs rested. Suddenly, he soared into the clouds. Arrows began raining from the sky. Warriors of Zingita fell everywhere. Panic swept through the enemy ranks. They are being attacked by spirits. Some fled, some hid, others threw down their weapons. By sunset, Bogota had won. The kingdom celebrated. For the first time in his life, Chibuka was called a hero. Years passed, victory followed victory. No army could defeat Bogota. Children sang songs about Chibuka. Women admired him. Warriors respected him. The king rewarded him with cattle, land, and riches. Eventually, he became commander of the royal army. But success was slowly planting pride in Chibuka's heart. On seeing this, an old elder approached him and said, "When a man climbs a tall tree, he should remember how he got up." Then he added, "The river that forgets its source will one day run dry." Chibuka thanked him. But remember, success was slowly planting pride in his heart, and pride often defends a man to wisdom. After one campaign against Zingita, Chibuka captured a beautiful woman named Nyara from Zingita. Her smile was gentle. Her voice was soft. Her beauty captured his heart. Soon they married. During the wedding, an elder blessed them. He said, "Love is a rope woven by two hands." Then he added, "A home built on trust can withstand the strongest storms." Everyone celebrated, but destiny had already begun weaving another path. The leaders of Zingita desperately wanted revenge. They could not defeat Chibuka, so they targeted his wife. Secret messengers visited Nyara. They whispered, "Your parents still live in Zingita. Your brothers still live there. You are a Zingita too. Your people suffer because of your husband." Their words troubled her heart. One evening, she asked, their words troubled her heart. She was in the middle of love and her ancestral birthplace. So one time, she said, "I'm leaving. I don't love you anymore." Chibuka had found love in the eyes of Nyara. He had never been loved like Nyara had loved him. So, Nyara asked him, "Only if you can tell me." Chibuka decided to deceive his wife about the whole matter. He told her that my hair is the secret. If it is cut off, then my strength are gone. So, secretly, this lady cut off Chibuka's hair. And when the war erupted, Chibuka defeated the whole army. On seeing this, his wife Nyara came to him and cried, "Why do you deceive me? You're my husband. Don't you trust me?" On seeing his wife crying and wanting to leave her, he eventually told him that my secret is in the dark cloud. That is where I hide. And the lady asked, "If it is seen and shot, then I fall down." At that moment, the wisdom of the old woman was forgotten, and an ancient proverb became true. The fish that opens its mouth too wide is the first to swallow the hook. The greatest battle in history soon arrived. Thousands upon thousands of warriors filled the valley. War drums thundered. Horns echoed. The earth trembled. As always, Chibuka rose into the sky. The dark cloud appeared. The archers of Zingita waited. Their commander pointed upward. There, hundreds of arrows flew toward the dark cloud. One struck, then another, then another. A terrible cry echoed across the heavens. The crowd burst apart. Chibuka fell. As he tumbled through the sky, he remembered another proverb. The eagle may fly higher than every bird, but it must still return to the earth. Moments later, he crashed upon the battlefield. The magic vanished. The power was gone. The warrior of the clouds had fallen. Chibuka lived many years afterwards. He never fought again. Instead, he became an elder. Young warriors traveled from distant lands to hear his wisdom. Whenever they asked about his greatest battle, he would shake his head. Then he would say, I conquered armies and armies, but I failed to conquer 2 armies. Those are my own tongue and the power of a woman. The young men would listen carefully. Then Chibuka would leave them with these final words. The tongue has no bone, yet it can break a man's life. A man who carries wisdom and silence carries 2 shields. What is hidden in the heart can protect a kingdom. What escapes the mouth can destroy it. And so, the story of Chibuka was passed from generations to generation. Not as a story about magic, not as a story about war, but as a story about wisdom. For strength may win battles, but wisdom wins life. So, the strongest warrior is not the one who defeats his enemies. The strongest warrior is the one who masters his pride, guards his secrets, and listens to wisdom before it is too late. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel if this is your first time here.